Hey all, welcome again to another mobility video. In today's session, we'll be focusing more on the hip. We'll use 2 yoga blocks. We're gonna start with some hip mobility or hip rotation. So I need you to start by lying on your side, placing your head on the yoga block. Your knee is bent 90 degrees, your feet at 90-degree angle, and then you're gonna place your arm on your hip and then gently start by rotating the hip, taking it to its full circular motion, making sure that the rotation only comes from the hip. So your arm is just there to remind you that the rotation is only from the hip and you're not spinning your hip back and forth while you're doing the circular movements. So up to the side. When you're here, don't go back with the hip. Keep your hip square. Internal rotation with the ankle, and then slowly lower down without arching the lower back here. So keep everything braced and tight. One more rotation. Up to the side, rotate in, and slowly down with control. Nice, you're gonna keep the same leg. Now we're gonna go to the opposite direction. So back, up, forward, and slowly down. Basically, when you do the rotation on the floor, you're taking away the balance and stability, away the equation, so you can focus more on the hip and making sure that the circles are bigger. One more. Slowly down. Okay, we're gonna switch sides. Same thing. I'm gonna lie my head on the yoga block. My leg is a 90-degree angle. You can either place your arm here, or for a better reference, place your arm on your hip and focus on keeping your hip facing forward while doing the rotation. And you're not compensating by arching the lower back. You can realize that there's one side which is sometimes tighter than the other side, so that's why we work each side separate, so you can target imbalances and weakness. So take notes of what you're feeling, and then we're gonna compare it to the end of the session after we do some external and internal rotations for the hips. One more up, out, internal, and slowly down. Nice. Now from here we're gonna go 3 opposite direction. While you're doing that, make sure that this leg is always, your knee is always touching the floor. Good, one more. Okay, perfect. All right. So after warming up the hips, we're gonna start with some internal rotations. I'm gonna sit on the yoga block. So I like a bit of internal rotation. I'm using 2 yoga blocks. If you feel you have good internal rotation of the hips, you can use 1 block, depends on your fitness level and how your joints are. So from here, I'm gonna go ahead and then place my leg in this angle. So basically, I'm gonna stretch in this angle, internal rotation. So while I'm doing that, don't be worried about how much your knee can push down, because I don't want you, while you're doing that, to arch the lower back. So you won't be in a weird position. So just as much as you can tolerate internal rotation, as much as you can feel it in the hips, either internal or the inner part or the outer part, that's totally fine. But if you feel it in the back, that there's something wrong. So adjust your stance. Maybe your foot can be forward or backward. Just I need you to be comfortable in this position, because we're gonna push and then pull from there. So I'm gonna find my position. I'm gonna start breathing from there. So remember, there's no arch of the lower back. If you feel it in the lower back, there's something wrong, so I need you to adjust your position. So you're gonna take a couple of breaths here. We're basically working to increase the space in the hip capsule. So this is passive stretch. I'm just stretching there before we start. Gonna take a couple of seconds, couple of breaths here while you're stretching. Big inhale from your mouth, from your nose. Exhale slowly out. Good. Okay, after the stretch, I'm gonna work by pushing and then by pulling. So we're gonna start as if you're scooping your feet into the floor. You're gonna start by pushing your feet into the floor. Even this leg is active, my arm is active. So I'm gonna start by taking a big inhale. And now when I exhale, I'm gonna start by slowly pressing down my heel into the floor. And then trying to take my leg as if I'm going for an external rotation, as if my leg is scooping in. So keep it there, push. Remember, you need to be comfortable in the position to push. 20 to 30% maximum effort. Gonna hold it there for 5 seconds. Hold, keep pushing your feet into the floor. Good. After that, you're gonna try to pull your knee away. So it's not moving. Try not to arch the lower back while doing that. So the tension is there. So I'm trying now to pull my heel above the floor. 10 seconds. Nice. Relax into this new range that you acquired. We're gonna go one more round. Same thing, pushing for 10 seconds and then reversing the movements for 10 seconds. So if you feel your knee starting to hurt, you can go ahead and go out of the stretch and then place your foot back again. So remember, you need to be comfortable to push. You're not pushing where you're not comfortable. So for me, I start to feel a bit of twitching here, so I'm gonna take my knee back, my heel back. This is more comfortable for me. Always make sure that the stretch is coming from the hip and not from the spine. So you're not worrying about injuring your lower back. Okay, so that's the new position that I'm gonna push to. I'm gonna take a big inhale, and while I'm exhaling, I'm starting to ramp up the tension, slowly pushing the heel into the floor. This leg is also active. My whole body is helping with the movement. So big inhale. And then exhale, start to push slowly. 10 to 20% maximum effort. 20 to 30%. 30 to 40%, and hold it there. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Reverse by lifting your heel up, so it's not moving, but the intention is there. Lift and hold. Remember, you're not arching the lower back while doing that. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it a bit more, and then exhale. All right, great. Now from here, I'm gonna keep my toes on the floor. I'm trying to externally rotate and internally rotate. I'm gonna take my leg more out. So from here out, all the way pivot, and then control back forward. One more. All right, perfect. Okay, let's do the same for the other leg. So here we're working internal rotation of the hip. Same thing. I'm gonna try to feel more the stretch in the hip and not the spine. Remember, you're not arching, so if you're in a weird position and you feel it more in the back, try to adjust your leg. Maybe you bring your knee forward or backward, or you can elevate more, or maybe put your yoga block under your knee. Try different options when you feel like you're more relaxed in the stretch and you're in a safe position to push and pull from there. So we're gonna take a couple of breaths here just to relax, passive stretch. Feel the hip stretching. Either you feel it in the back part of the hip or the inner part, but not in the lower back. Always before doing any mobility, you need to passively stretch the joint that you're working, and then we can use some pushing and pulling movements after that. So 2 more breaths. Now, next time I inhale, when I start to exhale out, I'm gonna start to push slowly down. So I'm pushing my ankle into the floor, pushing my knee down as if I'm scooping my feet in the ground and up. Keeping this leg active, keep my upper body stable and strong. Push 10 to 20%. 20 to 30%. Good. 30 to 40% and hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now try to lift your ankle up without arching the lower back. Lift. Hold. 5 more seconds. Hold. And slowly exhale into this new range. Good, relax there. So I like to just move my feet, try to target different tissues. So I'm gonna go ahead maybe and move my leg a bit back. I'm gonna go do the second round from this position. Couple of breaths here, big inhale, exhale. Good. 1 more breath. In. Next time you're exhaling, start pushing gently down. Pushing your ankle down. Scooping the feet inward. Hold 20 to 30% maximum effort. Keep pushing. Shallow exhale. 30 to 40% push and hold. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Try to lift your ankle up. Hold. 2, 3, 4, hold. The intention is there, even though my leg is not moving, but my intention is to lift my ankle above the floor. So first I was pushing my ankle to the floor, now I'm lifting up. Hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold and exhale slowly. Achieving this new range. Nice, same thing, we're gonna hover a bit. So I'm gonna lift and rotate out and in. You can even lean back and then you can do it. So you're hovering, actually just like rotating, pivoting on your big toes and then returning back. Try not to arch the lower back, so always keep your lower back neutral. One more. Nice. Okay. Perfect. So that's for internal rotation. We're gonna switch to the other leg and then work some external rotation. Okay. From here, we're gonna start with the left foot, actually the right foot. So I'm gonna be in a 90 position here. So I'm gonna just stay here so you can see me on the frame. So my front leg is forming a 90-degree angle and this leg is straight. Now from here, I'm gonna go ahead and rotate to this side. Okay, maybe if you can be here, you can see me better. So I'm in this position here. So I'm gonna rotate and then make sure my upper body is strong and stable here. My foot is straight, my leg is straight, and I'm just like rotating, chest up, back straight, and I'm stretching here. We're gonna do some passive stretching here, then we're gonna work external rotation of this hip. So I'm lifting my ankle up. Keep the yoga block handy, just stretch here. Remember, when you start to lift your ankle up, this leg tends to bend, so you can focus always on keeping it straight. So take a glance, make sure that you're in a straight line. You're not squeezing on your shoulder blades. Keep your shoulder blades neutral, keep your head neutral. And stretch there. One more breath. Next time you exhale, start to push your ankle into the floor. Push your knee into the floor. Everything is pushed down. 10 to 20% effort by pushing your ankle into the floor, your knee into the floor. So this leg is pushed down. 20 to 30%. Push 30 to 40% and hold there for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, push, 2, 1. Try to lift your ankle up without arching the lower back. Lift and hold. Hold. Keep your base leg locked. Hold. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly relax. Nice. Catch your breath here. Gonna do it one more rep. So keep the same position. All right, one more rep. Start by gently pushing down into the floor. Pushing your ankle down, your knee down. 20 to 30%. 30 to 40% and hold. Keep your arms soft, you're just pushing with your legs now because you don't want to strain your shoulder blades and your neck. Hold. 5, push, hold. 3, 2, 1, reverse by lifting. Hold. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Slowly relax. Wow. Okay, that's hard. Relax there. Now here the yoga block will come handy. So what I want you to do is just place it here and then we can hover above the yoga block. Or if you feel that's too hard, you can just like try to lift up and down with placing a smaller object on the yoga block. So I'm just like hovering my feet above the yoga block, slowly moving. One more. Nice. All right. Let's go ahead and do the other side. So same thing, you'll be at 90 degrees with the, your leg is forming a 90-degree angle here. This leg is straight. You're gonna go ahead and rotate. Make sure your elbows under your shoulders. You're staying here. Passive stretch. Couple of breaths here. Then work external rotation of the other leg. So catch your breath here. So with this leg, if you feel this is not that much of a good position, you can either lift your leg up or down. Just find whatever feel comfortable, because you should be safe and comfortable to push and pull in the position. You shouldn't feel any pain. Try to adjust your position before you stretch. Whenever you're ready, take a couple of breaths here. Big inhale. Next time you exhale, start by pushing down into the floor. 10 to 20%. Keep your arms soft. 20 to 30%. 30 to 40%. Push. Hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Reverse and lift your ankle up. Hold without arching the lower back. Hold. Five more seconds. Hold. Nice. Relax down. Catch your breath here. We still have one more rep. Big inhale. As soon as you start to exhale, start pushing your feet down, your leg down, your knee down. Push. Keep pushing, 20 to 30%. 30 to 40%. Let's go 40 to 50%. Push. Push for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Reverse, lift. Hold. Hold for 5 more seconds. And slowly relax down. Ooh, perfect. Nice. So go ahead and place the yoga block. We're gonna do some hovering. So for the hovering, if that's too much hard, you can place your arm here. Make sure there's space between your ear and the shoulder, and then slowly start to hover while pushing on your knee down. Just working external rotation, creating space in the capsule, taking care of your joints. One more. Last one. Well, I'm gonna try not to arch with the lower back, that's important. All right, perfect, good. So we finished internal, external rotation over both hips. Now we're gonna go ahead and be on all fours and then do some hip rotations. We're gonna finish with that, some hip rotations on all fours. So as a start, let's go ahead and then do the rotation for the opposite leg that we trained. So from here, I'm gonna go ahead and take my knee to the opposite ankle, wrist, and then start to swing to the side, rotate, and slowly down. I'm gonna be in this position so you can see me more. So here, stable. You can even find the midpoint between retraction and protraction. Keep your shoulder blades neutral. Start by taking your knee to the opposite wrist, then swing it to the side, up, and then slowly down. Keep going, 2 more reps. One more. Perfect. Good, let's switch. So opposite direction, ankle, knee towards the wrist, and then start to rotate. Keep your hips facing down. Don't arch with the lower back. One more. Slowly down, let's reverse. Last one. Nice. We're gonna continue with 3 reverse on the opposite leg. We're gonna do the reverse. So up. One more. Okay guys, great job. So that's it for the hip mobility. Try to go slow, and then always make sure you're pushing in your safest maximum effort. Take care, and I'll see you in the next video.